Hello, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Let me check the mic. Yes, it's on. Hi, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Forex Black Box. Today is the 3rd of March 2020, Tuesday. Started with disclaimer, guys. Forex carry high level of risk. You could lose all your investment if you don't control your risk per trade or per overall account. Don't blow your account at the first day or any trade, any given trade is not worth it to risk all your account on it. You need to beat your stop loss and take profit in prospective place. If you hit your stop loss, you're wrong. That's normal. The market always right. So remember that very well, guys. I'm gonna answer each one of you. Um, you need experience. You need a lot of screen to watch your screens and chart to know how to trade. No one the first month or the second month start learn everything at the same time. So you need a lot of time, screen time. So you need to know how the chart works, what is a price action, how to identify price action trade, support and resistance, and 50% levels and Fibonacci. There's a lot of stuff you need to know. I reckon that you search online. First thing first, we look. If you follow me here, you will see what I do every morning. That's what I do every morning to see how the day will gonna go. So follow me. If you follow my stream every morning, you'll know what I'm doing every morning. So Yvonne, the yeah, G7 is today, yes. Basically, market just pulling back is not priced in to return back to the highs. No, it's just a pullback. It's a normal pullback. Basically, the seller, that when they exit the position, they buy, and the buyer, they want to buy from this level, they buy. So the majority are a buyer and the seller is less. So anyone sell to that buys will lose because the momentum is up. Good morning, Oleg. Uh, so let me just keep going. I will come to S&P 500 and we'll see. So overall, we look on the map. Have a look on the map. You see completely green, blindly eye. Yesterday it was red, beginning of the week. So that's only 24-hour calculation. But if we look on the weekly, it's still red. Only today from calculation of yesterday morning at the same time now. So from yesterday 10 a.m. until this morning 10 a.m. is 24-hour calculated how much the stock market did. Global, we see 1.43% on China, and if we go to the weekly, we yeah, I mean like they start injecting money to the market. This is the monthly because just we started the month, so it's not gonna calculate anything. Is only calculating the sorry, you're gonna calculate the last month's incremental. So last month's less couple of days of today. So you just go in like that. That's how they do it. So overall on the monthly, we see that we're down anyway. We not nearly 50% yet on a daily to start to shorten again. To be honest, yesterday I was trading future and I did short and long it and I lost a lot of money yesterday. But that's a part of the game and the business. Losing positions and money, it's part of the business. So that's why I insisted to trade wisely, guys, and don't get insist of trading. If you lose, you just leave the computer away and you go away. Just don't stick around. Just take the rest of the day off. Tomorrow is a better day than today. You save your account from burning, and you will be fine. Okay. Uh, let's have a look to what's going on in the market. 3.4% on oil, 48. That's only bullback, guys. I think is a bullback. The matter of fact is coronavirus is still high level of high alert in US, Europe now, Italy. It's a disaster. I don't know if you think that's a bullback is gonna continue. It's only bullback. Let me get you. Sorry, let me just copy the map of the coronavirus. Oopsie. There you go. So we are 91,000 cases increased, 3,000, 1,100 death. So we can tell here that is huge. It's like yesterday it was like 80 some, increased by 10,000. So what happened overnight? We have increased in Nigeria, in some, it's like it's going around the world now. It's getting increased. Only it was Europe, but now it's getting further. Italy 52 reported death, 3 in France, 114 in Spain cases, UK 40 confirmed cases, no death yet, but it will go higher. It will go higher. That's a virus. We don't have a cure for it yet. So the market is bullback mode now. It's just pulling back to give you more opportunity to short. Um, so let's have a look to Forex itself. So just remember, it's only pullback. It's not going to skyrocket. CAD is down at the moment, and Aussie is the strongest. CAD is the weakest. The middle is Swiss and New Zealand. It's very strange to see these two apart from each other in strengths and weakness because they work hand in hand. But Aussie up because of the stock is up, and New Zealand just to follow, but it's not as much as Aussie because Aussies rely on China, and China rely on Australia for exporting copper and other things. Gold coming back to 1600, try to challenge this high again. The high is 1602, the low is 1585, just right in the middle right now. So let's see how it's gonna go. But gold is smashed through a lot of level of support, coming back retesting now, and see how far it will go. We are about maybe 50% now of the move of last Friday. So if we see a weakness coming through without no breakout, false failure breakout, then probably will go down lower. So watch out for that. Dollar, yen looks like is yeah, just playing sideways at the moment. We will see the chart itself bound just to hold its levels. Euro hit really good record high, 1100 plus. The high is like of yesterday, and yeah, euro pound. Of course, it was up, then back down. Now we'll see. We'll see on the chart itself. That's overall anyway the heat map of the forex. If you look to the future about you guys are only interested into forex. So today is a G7 all day. They're gonna talk only. They're not gonna talk. I don't know. They're not gonna tell you what they're gonna do. What they're gonna talk about. It's just the headlines. But the people inside information probably that will know more about it. You're gonna see it in the market. If you see anything is moving, that's the result of the G7. Bound have some news, monetary policies, and we got some good news this morning. And yeah, it's all right, not too bad. But after that, we don't have anything else interesting today. So let's have a look to US session when it start to open. Let's see what's going to happen. Yeah, the look market, the oil market is actually following the S&P 500 at the moment, and all the market in the global market is following coronavirus situation. So if I'm an investor and a big hedge fund and see the coronavirus keep increasing and the market's coming back for a pullback, I will short it definitely because I want to protect my equity. I want to protect my account and everything. So that pullback, guys, is just pullback. Lack of liquidity at the bottom there. As soon as you come in a liquidity area, which is full of money in there to short it, it will definitely drop. You will see it very soon, probably at the rest of the week. Halfway through, probably tomorrow, we're going to see another leg up and we will see a drop again, I think, because if you think about it, since the coronavirus started to increase in cases, even below that numbers, it was dropped big. Yeah. So now the number is increasing and it's just pulling back. It's just because the seller already exit their position. They don't want to stick around anymore. If you think about it. Just to go ahead here to show you the indexes. So euro keeps smashing through. I think euros will come back down here as soon as everything wake up again. Euro, there's nothing to drive euro up. There's nothing fundamental for euro, but the only thing is there, the dollar index is going down, and that's why euro is taking the other side of the trade, and that's why euro is priced in at the moment. We're looking for pullback to these levels. We'll see if a breakout and rotation and coming back down again to these lows. We'll see. Euros always does that. I don't trust it to trade for long term. Hey, maybe scalping is fine, but not for a long term. US, you can see we did some channeling here. After we break out of the channel, see how far it will hold. So far, we can reach this level, probably come back, retest the angle of the channel, then probably will continue back down to these areas. Watch out for that. Yen, of course, open high on from Monday, open with a gap, close the gap. Stock was pulling back, so money flowing back from yen and gold to the stock. So we see that we're holding here. We didn't even retest this level. So maybe by today and tomorrow we'll test this level. Then maybe we'll spike back up for rotation. Excuse me. New Zealand is coming down, and we'll break that low. We're coming back, retest. I expect one, two. We'll break out from here. First pullback, second pullback. I think we'll still maybe see another leg down. We'll see. There's nothing else really to drive it. If the market risk off again, we'll see these two coming down hard. So far here on Swiss is topping up, losing momentum. Stock pushing up, so probably we're gonna see a leg down here to the moving average. Then from there we will see what's happening. No really indication. I think we're going to come back up because the risk of coronavirus is still high red alert. So in every country at the moment. Aussie 3 legs down. Probably come back up here with the momentum of the stock. Our test is low, and probably we'll see another leg down. Even if we wanted to go up, we'll see another leg, small leg down to go back up. Other than that, that's the limit for it. I think we will come back down hard if the stock started to push lower than the previous week. After tomorrow, we will see. No, nothing concrete, but my expectation is because it's very simple math. Yeah, coronaviruses keep going up, cases keep going up, deaths keep going up, and there is no cure. Okay, they only provide mask and stuff, but so what? There is no cure. You're not providing cure. You only providing equipment to you just isolate the people that had the disease. But that's what we know. But maybe you already have the disease, me, you, everyone, but we don't know about it yet because the symptoms taking time. They say taking 25 days to show a symptoms. So no one knows what's going to happen. So overall, the market just pulling back. If you look to the market, obviously on the health side, of course, it's a disaster for everybody. It's a bad thing, but because at the moment we're talking about the market, so I'm telling you why the market is pulling back up because seller get out. When you are a seller, you're buying back your position, then the system counts you as a buyer, and that's why it's coming back up. So all will be priced in the market here in the currency market. So whoever left the market, we will see its currency going up, like euro, like Swiss, like yen. That's the market currencies. When you switch, when you buy this euro, dollar, you change from euro to dollar, and so on and so forth. And that's why dollar index was spiking high and spiking low now. Pound probably break here, we break here, and now we are at the bottom. Probably we're gonna look for a 50% pullback. I'm already exit my position already of pound USD. I'm sitting on the side now. I only traded pound Aussie last night. 50% of yesterday candle, and he hit the target just in no time. I just put the order and I went to sleep and woke up next morning. The order was already in take profit. 50% of the move of Aussie because I was sure that it was going to be pulled back to that big drop of 350 bips. So I've got like 200 bips out of it, I think. So something like that. We'll look at it later. CAD, the weakness of oil, push CAD down. So far we have a momentum here at this level. Then after that we have another momentum here. Probably we'll come back to retest the moving average before we go anywhere since oil started to push back up because of pullback. But ultimately, I think we're going to break this low. For the reason being is uh, already broke it. We pull back now. So we broke it, we'll come back 50%. As soon as we get to 50%, we just keep going down again. But I think we're going to hold here a little bit, we'll go a little bit higher to retest the moving average, then we'll be dropping one more leg down. Unless it's going to be double top and we actually break more than 50%, then my expectation is to test this high and this high. No one knows. I don't have a crystal ball to tell you what's going to happen, what's going to happen. We'll only see the high probability trade, we will take it. See the weakest and the strongest, and we'll see where are they in the map, and we will take a trade accordingly. Right, so S&P 500 here. That's the daily view. Since it's come on Friday, this is a wick here. We open low. Monday, we close the high before US session, come back down inside the candle, and we continue back up. I'll be honest with you guys, I lost money here, big money here on this trade because I didn't manage my trade correctly. I did just keep trading, even if I lost a little bit, and I keep increasing my exposure, and the cost of that is losing money. So no one learn easy. So if you're new to trading, you just remember if you lose, you just get away, close your computer, go away. Don't keep doing it because you keep taking all the days ahead of you of trading opportunities. So what happened now is, guys, I'll start shorting from here around this level, then it start to go against me and all the stuff. Then yeah, I'm human like everyone else. I'm not a machine. EA is the only trade when certain position or numbers come in play, and I do it with no emotion whatsoever. But as a human, it's not very easy for you to actually do this. So just is with experience, you will get used to not to be emotion. I'm not emotional about it. I lost money, I made money, it's normal. I'm just giving you that as an example. What happened with me can happen with everybody else. What happened with you can happen with me. But the most important part is to limit this habit. Everyone have the same issue. So anyways, we broke the previous high now, previous day high. So if you look here, that's the drop coming back probably around this level. I already bought short zone around here, but ultimately maybe we will touch that move trend line. I don't know how far. Maybe we can isolate here, then have one day spike. We'll come back down after that. Ultimately, if we want to go back up all the way, we will see another pullback down. So the pullback will happen just around somewhere here, rotation, then another rotation, then we will go down. Because as I said, the virus is still a high level of risk globally. So what we see here is only pullback, and is a resistant area here is going to act as a resistance. It was a support before. Now it will act as a resistance. It was supported here, and we see that push back up, coming back down, retesting it. We're probably going to push back lower to this 2700 level. Okay, and gold. Let's get oil. So at oil, I think I deleted this. Why is keep giving here? Anyways, so oil overall, um, pulling back with the market. We see that 50% is almost enriched. 50% coming and play with this resistance area here. So my expectation is to actually break the 50%. Probably we'll test the 20 moving average. Then we will be coming back for the second leg. The second leg will determine whether or not we're gonna go lower or not. Because after the move up, you calculate how much 50% is more or less, and you see the weakness or the strength of the momentum. If it's strong, momentum down, then my expectation is we're gonna break lower up to maybe another 50%. So up to 37. But I said to you guys, 40, it's the key for me. 40 is a number I think is gonna happen soon. So far on the daily, one leg, breakout, second leg, try to pull back 50% we did, and we have the third leg down now. Pull back is more faster than this one. This one took some time to come back up, but this one is just rapidly coming up, and probably gonna see a leg and start to isolate until we see breakout, either as a side up or down. Still, coronavirus, it's a high level of risk. What software I use for charting? Team viewer, sorry, trading view, and I use MT4 for trading, and for feature contract I use feature Sierra chart. So that's why I do Darn, that's all. That's only software I look at really. You don't need. I only need the candlesticks and good calculation. I don't need fancy EAs or anything. All I need is just that price action. That's what you look at. All the stuff you advertise, you see EAs, indicators, color, and background, and all the stuff is all blinding you from the real price action. You need to learn. Ultimately, you need to learn how to trade the price action. Price action is how much buy and sell in the market, and where we're going with this, and where we're gonna see rotation or the market will change. That's how you will know. That's come with experience, with the screen times and all the stuff. You don't need a fancy EAs. I had the EA here. Sorry, I had this EA here. Is nothing. It's just indicator telling me where we are according to the momentum of what it is I'm looking at. The VWAP. I'm just looking at VWAP is a moving average, just to know because most of the stock and feature they look at the VWAP, and that's why I look at it. I see where we are away from the VWAP. We're coming closer to VWAP. The 20 moving average is the same thing. If we go away from the 20 moving average, we'll start to accelerate around it. As soon as start to accelerate away from it, that's mean okay. There's a lot of EAs or algos they trade that way. So you just need to know where we are. That's it. Other than that, you really need to know how big is the candle, where we are from the candle, how far away we break from the previous low, and where we're coming to retest, and where we could go next. You know, that's the price action. Support and resistance and trend line, all the stuff you need to know. That's is all to do with the candle. The candle is the original source of any e-gaze. So you rather look at the source or the copy. The copy is just kind of like blind your eyes of all the stuff. If I remove everything away, that's what I do normally. Okay, overall we look like we're moving up. Is an uptrend. Okay, high lows. So far we have a very fast drop, and unlike this one, took a few days to come back down here. But this one just happened in 3 days or 4 days, and went through. And we held here at the moment. We're holding here. We hold in here, and we'll come back retest the 20 moving average. Okay, where we can go from there, maybe a little bit more just before this low. If we didn't close this gap, probably we're gonna go lower. If we close the gap, maybe it's gonna be sideways. That we'll see. So keep in mind in gold here, just since we're analyzing gold, stock going up for a pullback and gold going up too. There's no correlation whatsoever. Stock was going down and gold went down too. So whoever trading gold is trading it with a stock. Ultimately, gold went in very high level, and that could be the end of the trend itself. Momentum coming back here, 50%. We should hit the 50% of the move around there, and from there we will see whether or not you want to continue for second leg. Then maybe we'll come back down then, or you want to actually challenge the highs for a new high. But ultimately, we have a nice legs up here, leg up here, and you can count this 1, 2, 3. Algos normally like counting this as three. They're looking for one, two big ones for pullback. If we extend it to three, that's mean we can go all the way down. So it's so many ways you can go. You only trade in small time frames. So my advice to you, you only limit your stop loss and take profit. You only take in how much money market can give you. Don't wait for highs or lows. Just trade inside this body. We're inside candle at the moment. We're kind of triangling here, and every time go up, go down. So let's see how it's gonna go today. If we go up and come back down again, probably the next day we'll see another red candle like that. So that could be major move. If we break that low, probably we're gonna see another same size as this long, a big candle below here. So watch out for that. Yeah, unnecessary to be the stock going all-time highs again. No, I think it's gold is just trade alone now, stand alone. It doesn't really follow the stock behavior at the moment. Bitcoin, same goes with Bitcoin. Bitcoin basically holding here at the moment, kind of like okay, probably it's gonna go lower. The reason being is It didn't really want to go up again. It's kind of stuck here on this range. We already hit the target I talked about for a few days. We have double bottom. We have double top. What you expecting here? Sideways until we break either side. If we break here, could be false. The reason being is 50% of this move seller waiting here. If we start to go way below this one, what happened is the seller will gonna move here immediately to short it lower because they're gonna miss the train. So now we are no zone trade, waiting for action. Either break up, push back down strong, or break lower quickly and retest or go down. Okay, we still far away from 50% of this move. Normally they go 60. So up, down, it could be only pullback. But if you look from the breakout, which one is stronger in your opinion? Red, red, red. Majority that are pushing it down. Red again, and that's a pullback. Probably gonna see a red. Probably gonna break lower. So the majority are seller in the market. That's the price action telling me that. So I think we're gonna see another leg down. Same amount of pips. It's gonna be the same here. Then maybe we can see pullback to retest again this level and see another rotation and continue back up. We'll talk about now. No trade zone until we see breakout. Dollar index keep going down as much as it went up, as much as it went down. There's not a trader does that. I think there's a majority of people that brought uh, dollar and they sold it back as soon as the market crashed. So that's why we see this momentum coming back down, and that's give opportunity to euro USD to go up. That's the only reason really. Um, Now we broke this low. We didn't close below it, but probably we're gonna have another day here before we go lower. That's gonna be one pullback here. That could be the second pullback. Actually, we have one here. So one pullback, second pullback, could be the third pullback, and we'll see. Probably gonna stall a little bit here before we see a breakout either up, down, or we're actually gonna pull back around 50% from the breakout. Smaller one, maybe from that breakout of this candle here, probably 50% around this 98 and a half. If you wanted to come back up here this week, probably continue back lower. That's the main euro USD can pull back to. Euro USD, we look at it here. We have a momentum up. Now we see we're looking for a pullback here, so maybe I should change. Let's see. Let's change this. So the 50% around here. We see a level here, so probably around this area before we'll come back up if you want to. If you keep increasing, retesting, go down again. But overall price action, if you look this currency itself alone, it looks like a strong momentum up, like a V rotation, V shape, very, very strong. But we know the reason why. We not only look into the candle, we want to know why the reason, what the reason is. The reason is because the dollar index is going down hard and coronavirus. That's the only reason really. But in Europe, you know that in Europe we have coronavirus now, not only China or US, in Europe as well. People died out of it, so the risk is still higher than US as well. US have a less than Europe now on the disease itself. So there is no really good reason fundamental to keep euro up. The only reason is because of dollar index. If dollar index you want to return back to 50%, we will see this 50% priced in euro here. Then if the dollar index want to go down, then probably we're gonna take euro up. Just keep that in mind. If you trade euro USD, you should watch dollar index. Right. So here we got dollar yen pullback, pullback, another leg down. Is I think we're gonna have another leg down. We open with a gap. We'll come quickly to close it, but we're coming back down, retesting this level again. So my expectation is it's just a pullback of the previous candle. It's not really 50%, but the momentum is strong down. So as I said, guys, if yen getting weak a little bit because the stock want to pull back up, you need to put all these facts together. So probably gonna see another pullback up a little bit higher than this high. We will just come rotate here, do that probably. Then we'll continue down if yen wanted to push higher because of the stock by halfway of the week probably is going to go down. Uh, the best level of gold, we're looking for a second leg up, but only the momentum of the gold. Okay, we stopped here. Okay, hold on a sec. Okay, that's a big sell here, big sell here. Okay, so momentum here is, you see this bottom and see how far we can come close to it. If we didn't close this gap, okay, if it doesn't come up, if we come here and start to lose momentum, my expectation is we're gonna break that level. So that level is about 1620. So around there, 16, 19, 20, more or less. I don't want to see this gap to be closed. If this gap closed, that's mean the seller are weaker here. If this gap close, one of the wick come all the way to it and come back down, my expectation is going to be like a pullback and we'll go back up. But if we didn't close this gap and we start to lose momentum from there before this gap closed, then we will see break out of this level and probably going to see a major move. So that's my expectation. I don't trade gold itself on here. I trade on future. If I see opportunity, I only trade it for 5 minutes maximum. I don't stick around. So yeah, just just wait for it to retest this high and see what the reaction is. Because if you look here, we just went a little bit higher, then we dropped from there. So maybe we're gonna do the same story here. Come here, and the next day we'll see a momentum back down. We're not gonna close the gap. That's the most important part, not to close this gap. If we close it, that means the sellers are weaker, and we went all the way up almost 80, 75% of that candle, and probably we're gonna see momentum down. Don't forget S&P, FOMC this week or next week. I think this week. So that could move the market very well. So you can trade it today, tomorrow, but not Friday, or maybe you trade it Friday after the FOMC. But I think gold is going to go low from there because we still need the 50% to be complete. And we broke this support and we come above it now, but we close below it. That's the important part. We close the below support. That's we're going to tell you that we're only pulling back now and we'll continue back lower. You watch it today. If we couldn't get even above this previous day, my expectation the next day it will just drop. So watch out for that. Every seller waiting for this momentum. If the day closed today without retesting that highs, we will definitely go lower the next day. 2 days pullback, drop. 2 days pullback, drop. You see that here? Similar situation here. Let me just give you a little bit of experience of the trading. Pullback up, 2 days pullback, break higher. 1 day pullback, and break higher. That's give you what's telling you the buyer they're more stronger than seller, and seller they're running away. They give up as soon as it start to break higher. They give up and they join the crowd. All the way up here. Then we have a 1 day pullback, but the bull broke the previous day. Come back, retest the highs. So whoever brought from here, push the market back up here to exit their long position even. And since then, sell, sell, sell. 2 days pullback, sell. 2 days pullback here. 2 days pullback, sell. Okay, but this momentum is very strong. This momentum eats all these guys. Okay, all the buyer from here, they've been burned or they exit their position at once. You know, all or maybe it's just one big buyer, big hedge fund that brought at the breakout here and they keep going. As soon as they reach this target, they start to exit their position in portions. They don't exit at once. Every time they have a pullback like this, they buy. Another pullback, they buy. Another pullback, they buy. Another pullback, they buy. They break their position to 6 portions, like $1 trillion. Yeah. As soon as they reach the target, they exit the first quarter, the first half, and slowly, and the last portion is the trader that missed their target here. The trader that didn't exit here, they exit around this high. As soon as it touch the high, the close of this day, they just exit their position even because they brought here to hedge. And they went down now. What we have here, we have a pullback rotation. That's not going to come back up like that unless FMB, if OMC is really bad. So we could see spike up and continuation maybe down. But I don't see gold to go up now yet. So because risk on, it didn't work out in risk on. If you remember that when we have the stock going down and the gold is going down at the same time, so gold didn't act as a safe haven. It didn't act as a safe haven. So what a safe haven? It was yen. So when gold went down, yen actually went up. So whoever buy from here, exit their position here, and that was a yen traders. So I guess I can't tell you. I don't have a solid information, but you can tell from the price action. As soon as that went down, yen went to the opposite side, and they normally move together. Let's get back to pound USD. So USD a little bit strong, bound kind of like test is high, test is breakout, and went down. The next day we were trying to retest this high again. But I think we're gonna go a little bit higher. We're just gonna break this candle. We close the gap. Okay. When we close the gap, that's mean the sellers are weaker. So it's a weak selling because we managed to push it all the way up to the breaking point, and we the next day you can tell we are up. And I'm long already from here. I CAD. I just flatted CAD as well. I long CAD last night as well, and I closed midpoint break even between these two. But the bottom trade was 3 times more than the higher trade, and when I exit was profit. So my expectation is to come back to try to break this low. I think we will do. The next place is to be this high is going to be retested. It's going to meet with a moving average, 20 moving average. So yeah, it looks like it's going to do that. Then probably we'll come back down from there to do another leg. So 2 legs up, or either 2 legs will break lower and will go below. Bound is weak at the moment. There's no any interest to buy bound. So okay, bound euro pound. You see that we broke this level. We broke this level. That's a good thing for euro, but we know why is euros driving that way because of dollar index. So my expectation 50% to this low is probably a good opportunity to buy from there since the buy is moving. So what happened is a buyer waiting down here to start loading. You see the gaps is big gaps from this close to the opening, the close all the way up here. So the gaps is big gaps. That means a lot of buyers. So we wait for any pullback. At least the first gap to be filled is one. Then we continue back up if you want to buy it. But I'm not gonna touch this one for now. I don't want to touch any bound because I think bound was just a spike at some point in the future, very very close. Same goes with bound because bound weakness, of course. We see that we broke strong level. We test it once and we'll try to test it again today. So the first area to see the close, we like to see this high reached. Okay, so what happened is we have a 50% here. That's around 50%. So I'm looking for 50% rotation to go back lower. So wait for the moving average to be tested. If you want to do Fibonacci, just to the 20s moving average is an average price. Probably the price will come back to it during the next few days. I'm probably going to see another leg down since we break these lows and we break this previous consolidation level. I think we're going to go inside it again and we'll try to break lower. Okay. No, I don't do Euro Swiss. I don't do Euro Swiss. I don't only do pound pairs. Only focus on the best runner. Pound is the best runner, and that's why I do. I don't trade Swiss at all. You are welcome, Oleg. Okay, good luck with the option, and yeah, good luck with this. I think yeah, just to wait for momentum. We break out for pound. Pound we broke out of the support. So you see this yellow line here. This yellow line. There was a one touchy here, second, third. Then we couldn't continue all the way up to the other side of the isolation area, and we broke below it. We tested once, but the following day we kind of hold in here. This is important level, 27 and a half, and we kind of hold in here for now. So my expectation is to come back up again to test the moving average at least, and probably a little bit higher to do this. Sorry, let me extend this. Let's see this trend line is either is gonna break or not. So that's what I'm waiting for. If it break and come back retest at 50%, I will take it higher. If we show any momentum up, I think bound very soon we will show momentum back up. This is only pullback. It looks like bull wedges. So it's like consolidating here until we break higher. So I think that's the play. If you want to break lower, we could have done that already after a few days. After this high, you could just went through, but it looks like it's taking its time. It's very slow, so probably gonna do that, and we'll go back higher. The same story happened here before, guys. You see that breakout? Let me just make it clear. You see this here, breakout, come back, retest the low again, breakout, come back, test the low again, breakout, and we went for it and come back down now. It does the same thing here, come back up, back down to retest, break out, come back up and retest, and now we're breaking out low. And that's what's worrying me. That's why I exit all my positions, because it get out of the hand now and is outside uh, my price action view. We see some more seller and one buyer now. So if that buyer today pushed back to the 20 moving average, that's indicating the buyer getting back in the market. Other than that, just stay away. So I need to see a momentum. I need to see more buyers. I need to see a big candle, a giant candle here, a blue candle, to go previous high, break the previous high, and stay there. Then probably the next day we'll just show a small leg. Then we will probably go up. Other than that, I'm not long on it, and it's too late to short it now because we are low already. So not short, not long until we see a buyer actually want to take over. We could see a V formation. No one knows. We'll see what happened today. Looks like buyer will come back here because we already broke the close of the previous day. We're looking to break the high of the previous day. Ultimately, I already told you that we closed that gap. That's mean the sellers are weaker that couldn't push it lower. So stick around until we see how far we can go with it. Uh, Bound Aussie. So yeah, guys, as the close yesterday, when I see that big red candle, my expectation was 50%. I brought here and I exit around there. Just that green candle. Just the close of that green candle, just come to the point and close it. So if you have experience of price action, you will know that after the big giant candle, probably gonna see a pullback. And what happened is the news it was negative, so that's the fulfill my position. I just exit. I enter and I exit. I don't know what time I did exit. I didn't check, but I noticed that my position was out already. My stop loss was just below there, so I exit. It was profit, which is a good thing. So far what we do here, we have one, two, three legs, wakes up. We have a big strong momentum down. However, we close the gap of the breakout. Okay, you see this? That's mean the sellers are weaker. So far we are halfway through London session. We couldn't break the previous day low yet. So watch out for that. If we hold here today, my expectation the next day is gonna be momentum back up because we reached already the lower point, the closing point of the 2 days ago, and sorry, the opening. We closed the gap. We even closed the gap of this red day. Even if you look to the red day, we already closed it. We went really strong above it. Probably stop loss has been hit, and that's why we're coming back down now. I think the next day we will be up. So watch out for that. Pound New Zealand, same story. I'm not in any position in Pound New Zealand at the moment. Just leaving it on the side for now until I clear a little bit of stuff around. But I'm not really because it doesn't give me a good trade. It's like overlapping here. You see, it's overlap the position. So it's no good trade. You could buy, sell the highs, buy the lows. Small position. So buy here, sell there, buy there until we reach the high, sell there. So far, we don't see any momentum because we didn't really break any ground. Every time we break higher, we'll come back down. Every time we break higher, we'll come back down. Every time we go to the low, we'll pull back up. So that's the middle of the range. You can long it from there if you start to show momentum. You can short it from there as soon as you see momentum coming back down, and so on and so forth. I don't see any good trade for me, but the close are looking low. If you only monitor the close of the positions, the candles, you see that they are low. So probability is you're gonna see a little bit lower, 50% at least to this level. Probably gonna go below the moving average. Then maybe we'll come back up for a second leg. Then you will start counting the candles. Bound CAD. Same goes in bound CAD here. Really bound pairs is not really moving much these days. But if you know how to trade, you can actually make money out of it. So far, what we did, guys, here we did drop down, coming back up now with about almost 50%. However, we close the gap between that low and this high. We close it nicely. We just to test it and we take all the stop losses. Now, I think the next day we're gonna be a little bit higher to this level. We will start the challenges high, then we will start to challenge these highs. That's the next play, I think, because you can see the buyers coming back to the market and they pushed it all the way to that gap. So they close the gap. My expectation is maybe a little bit leg, then we continue up. Pound Swiss, of course, Swiss is strong. You can see a huge gap, and from that close to that close is a big gap, and we couldn't. The next day we couldn't go all the way up here, so we pushed all the way down with a gap as well. So today, let's have a look whether or not we're gonna close this gap. We're gonna test it again. If we will do, that's a good indication the buyer want to come back to the market. However, 50% of the breakout will be around there. If we come here and we see momentum down, then the trend is started. We have a one trend here, pullback. We're looking for the second. We're almost close to the measure move, so probably another leg down, then we'll come back up here. So that's the measure move. Break out of it. We'll look for another measure move. It's not completely exact momentum, but yeah, it's almost breakout point. Yeah, I think we're gonna maybe we're gonna see that today only today pullback, and we'll see another two candles down to fulfill that measure move. So I think maybe tomorrow we're gonna see momentum down because the reason being is the seller is really strong. You see, they're pushing with no pullback. They keep pushing. Only today is inside candle. So if that candle become outside and break, that's your play. If it doesn't, and hold here, wait for the next day, say where we're gonna go with it. Either go up to close the gap, or we're gonna go down from here. So watch out for that. Okay, I don't want to be longer than that. Okay, guys, I'm gonna call it a day, and good luck today, guys. Remember, if you lose, don't keep chasing the market. Don't do revenge trade. I did that yesterday and I lost. So no one is protected from this behavior. It's normal. You're human. You want to recover quickly and fast, but I've been in this trap yesterday, and the cost of it is money losing. So that's normal. It's a part of the business, but I learned my lesson and I paid for it. So anyway, guys, do you have any other questions? I see a lot of questions today. That's a good thing. And today is Tuesday only. Well, tomorrow Wednesday, halfway of the week, and we'll be looking at coronavirus headlines and how the stock is going to behave. I think we're going to push up a little bit. Probably going to be the limited. It's going to be capped here around this level, 31 handle. So let's see what's going to happen today. Wait for your session to open, and we will know it later on whether or not we're going to go down or not. If that is your first time, please subscribe, like, leave a comment. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment, and I will the chat. Sorry, the comment, and I will reply back to you when I see it. Okay, guys, thanks very much. You have a great day today. Good luck. Take care. Be safe trading out there. Thanks. Bye bye.